So welcome guys back to another episode of Arsenal Transfer News Daily. We've got lots of bits of news including a Nuno Tavares deal agreed and a Lokonga medical and Xhaka to Juventus. Our first bit of news today is revolving around Nuno Tavares. Now, Fabrizio Romano has now confirmed that a deal has been agreed in principle for Nuno Tavares. He has suggested that Arsenal and Benfica have an agreement in principle for Nuno Tavares. The left-back target revealed 2 days ago a deal is set to be agreed and completed for €8 million as agreed as guaranteed fee plus add-ons, personal terms until June 2026 and agent fees agreed. Paperwork still to be signed and completed, which is set to be agreed before the weekend is my understanding. Gianluca Di Marzio has also confirmed this, but Nuno Tavares will become an Arsenal player very shortly. Now we'll talk about Lokonga in a second, but Nuno Tavares obviously is a left back who plays for Benfica. Now personally, I did not expect the fee to be as low as it is. When the news first came about Nuno Tavares, I was expecting the fee to be close to 20 to 25 million euros, and the fact that we have got him for 8 means that Arsenal have moved very quickly to sign him, because Napoli did also hold an interest in signing him. Now, we do have quite a history with Napoli over transfers, and apparently they are quite annoyed at us the fact that we do steal all their transfer away. Now, they wanted Leno, they wanted Tini, they wanted Pepe, Lokonga, Tavares. I think there are a few others as well that I've missed. Torreira as well, I think. And we've stolen all their targets away from them. It's pretty crazy. But Nuno Tavares is set to become an Arsenal player. Now, look, this is very much rapidly the pace of this deal has increased so fast, and I did not expect this to happen so quickly. But I think the main driving force behind why this deal has happened so quickly is because I think Arsenal saw the opportunity for €8 million, which is about £5 million guaranteed fee. So about £5 million for a backup left back who's 21 years old. He's playing for a decent team in Benfica over there. A lot of potential in him. Can play right back as well. So I think Arsenal just looked at the opportunity for £5 million and said, okay, let's just get this done. And I think that's what we've done here. And I don't think this is a bad piece of business. For £5 million, we could do much, much worse. And, look, he's going to play backup to Kieran Tierney. He could even feature at right back. What does this mean for Cedric? Are we going to get rid of him? Is he going to stay or whatever? But it's interesting to see what happens. But Nuno Tavares is set to become an Arsenal player as a deal has been agreed in principle to sign him. Next bit of news is surrounding around Albert Sambi Lokonga. Now, I have talked about him way too much recently, but this deal is now closing towards the finish line as medicals are being arranged now to sign, get Albert Sambi Lokonga over the line. Now, a deal in principle had been agreed, total agreement between the two clubs, Anderlecht and Arsenal, had been hit a few days ago, as I suggested. There was a bit of a stumbling block, which it took a bit longer than expected, which was on the sell-on clause. I am not sure if there is a sell-on clause in the deal to sign Albert Sambi Lokonga. I have no clue on that at the moment. I will update you if I know any information on that. I think go check out Fabrizio Romano. I think he might have some information on that, but I don't at the moment. But Albert Sambi Lokonga will become an Arsenal player, as I've said many a time. Also, medicals are being arranged to sign him, very quickly, and they will happen in the next few days. And this is being reported by a lot of media outlets in Spain, in Belgium, also in England, that medicals are being arranged to get Albert Sambi Lokonga over into England, get the medical examinations done. And I really do expect this to be announced early next week. The same thing with Nuno Tavares is that I do expect this to be announced quickly. Now, again, with someone like Ben White, as I've suggested previously, this may take a bit longer because he's with England at the Euros. They've just got past Germany. They have Ukraine next. They're probably going to get past them. So they're going to go late into the tournament, England. And I think that will delay the Ben White deal a bit more. So I'll put that on the back burner for a bit. And I will be focusing on the main deals right now that Arsenal want to complete. And that is on Nuno Tavares and Albert Sambi Lokonga, which Fabrizio Romano has also come out and said, he's also come out and suggested that, look, both the deals Arsenal are set to complete both Nuno Tavares and Lokonga signings in the next few days, confirmed, and here we go soon. Lokonga will join for £17.5 million plus add-ons. Now, final details on future sale percentage. Paperwork's to be signed with Benfica for Tavares, as I've already just suggested. So both deals are set to come over the line. This Lokonga deal is set to come over the line. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Medical soon. Are you hyped about this? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and let's move on to the next one. The next bit of news I want to talk about is on William Saliba. Now, this situation I haven't really touched on yet, so I do want to talk about William Saliba for a little bit. Now, William Saliba, he went on loan to Saint Etienne as soon as he came to the club, and then we decided that he wasn't better than Rob Holding. So what we did was we didn't put him in a matchday squad for a few months, and we dished him out on loan to Nice, where he's done really well for 4 months. And he's actually been nominated for Defender of the Year, which is absolutely crazy considering he was only there for 4 to 5 months, which suggests to me, why are we going after Ben White? Now, I want to talk about in lieu with Ben White and William Saliba in a bit more detail what it would mean, because the news I want to bring on William Saliba today is that apparently agents and William Saliba are talking with Edu and Mikel Arteta about the player's future. Now, look, we are looking to bring in Ben White. As I suggested, that deal is now done and will be completed after Euros. That is something Arsenal do 100% want to do. Now, think about this. Will Ben White be playing ahead of William Saliba? Will they be both competing for that right centre-back role? Will Rob Holding be leaving? These are all questions that are unanswered. Now, these are questions I want answered, because if we're going to spend £50 million on Ben White, we need clarification on our £30 million centre-back we bought 2 years ago and hasn't had a single chance in the first team. Now, what has this guy done that is so wrong, which means that he cannot play a game for Arsenal Football Club? That is what I don't get. You look how good Fofana is doing over there at Leicester. Saliba was set to be levels ahead of Fofana at Saint Etienne. Fofana wasn't even talked about at Saint Etienne. It was all on Saliba. And the fact that Fofana is doing what he's doing at Leicester could mean that Saliba could do 10 times what Fofana is doing at Leicester or Arsenal. He really could. And this situation really confuses me, because I think Saliba is such a good defender, but for some reason he isn't getting this opportunity. And the fact that we are getting Ben White in suggests to me that we probably will end up getting rid of him, which for me is very sad. But in some aspects, I just want clarity on the situation. Look, if we're going to get rid of him, bin him off. You know, he's had a good season at Nice, just get rid of him. Because if we're just going to dilly-dally around with him and then maybe send him on loan again, maybe do this, maybe do that, there is absolutely no point, and you're just wasting the kid's future. Because, you know, he came to Arsenal with the thought, okay, I'm going to go and say Etienne again, I'm going to come back, I'm going to get into this Arsenal team. But obviously a lot's changed since then in terms of managerial, you know, hierarchy and everything, and it's really just not worked out for William Saliba. Now, I really do hope he gets an opportunity, because I really do like the player. Now, whether he will is another question, because I don't think he will. Again, apparently agents and, you know, everyone's going to talk together, have a little huddle down and talk about his future. Now, the only way, you know, I could accept Saliba and Ben White together is if the right centre-back is Saliba and Ben White and the left centre-back is Marie and Gabriel, which means Rob Holding leaves the club. Now, remember, we wanted to send him out on loan to Newcastle this time last year. But apparently then he stayed, he did okay, we gave him a new contract. But was that contract, you know, because he's going to stay, or was that contract because we're going to try and get more money from this summer? It's a very interesting situation, and again, it's one to be monitored. But with William Saliba, apparently agents and everyone are talking down to discuss his future, and I've just given my thoughts on his future. Just to sum it up, you know, if we want to let him go, just get rid of him. But if we want to keep him, you know, play him, give him opportunity. So that's my thoughts on William Saliba. The last bit of news I want to discuss is on Granit Xhaka. Now, apparently Juventus have an interest in Granit Xhaka, and that is after his masterclass against future Ballon d'Or winner N'Golo Kante, after he walked over them in Switzerland's beating of France on penalties, as Mbappe missed that penalty, which lost him the game in the end, and meant that Granit Xhaka Switzerland are into the quarter-finals, defeating one of the favourites of the competition. Now, this has increased Granit Xhaka's sort of exposure, and it means that Juventus are now holding an interest in the player. Now, Damasio is already suggesting, and other sources as well, that Roma are still expected to complete the deal of Granit Xhaka. But Arsenal do want close to 23 million euros, and Roma are currently only proposing 15 plus 3, so 15 in guaranteed, and but it's 18 in total. Arsenal do want a bit more in guaranteed fees, and this will probably get agreed very much soon. Now, with Granit Xhaka, look, one good game against France isn't going to just drastically increase his price tag all of a sudden. You know, I've been joking about this on Twitter, I'll increase it by 20 mil or whatever. You know, again, that's just all in jokes. for me, just get rid of the player. Get as much as you can and just get rid of him, in my opinion. Even if it's Juventus, look, if Juventus are serious in buying Xhaka, then just start a bidding war, and then Juventus will probably win it. We'll get more money for him and we win. You know, basically, that's what we should be going for. But in my opinion, look, let's just try to get rid of him. You know, look, hopefully, again, he's still playing in the Euros, so it is going to delay things a bit, similar to, you know, Ben White. We can't get that one over the line until after the Euros. But, you know, look, let's just try to do our best and get rid of him, because he ain't good enough. And for all the people that are saying, he's this, he's that, like, give him a new contract, this, he ain't all that. You know, he has lots of space in tournament football. In the Premier League, he doesn't. In Italian football, he will. So he might even be good for Juventus. Who knows? I just don't care where he goes, as long as he does go to Italy or just anywhere other than Arsenal, because I do not like him. And that is the news on Granit Xhaka. And if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below about your opinions and thoughts. I would love to hear them. So leave a like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one, and bye bye.